It is day 8 on the trail, and we have officially entered the Bob Marshall Wilderness. It is absolutely gorgeous. You can see all the wildflowers behind me. You can see David walking through these awesome fields. The trail in the Bob so far has actually been really wonderful. It has not gone to hell like some people have said. So it's been really wonderful today. We're just doing about 15 miles to a ranger station actually, where there's like a water spigot and a privy and everything that a hiker or a thru hiker could ever ask for. It's going to take us about 6 days to get to our next town, which is, they say, one of the longest food carries on the trail. It's 136 miles from East Glacier. So we're attempting to do this in 6 days. So we have 6 days of food. I even have emergency food. So we're hoping to do it actually a little bit faster than that. Already upping our miles, hoping to average no less than 18 miles a day. And there, maybe some 20s, 22 maybe. But yeah, this is the longest carry, and we're gonna be pretty far out here in the wilderness. They say that if there's ever a nuisance grizzly in Glacier, they tranquilize it and they put that naughty bear here in the Bob Marshall Wilderness. So hopefully we don't meet any naughty bears or bad bears out here. Yeah, we're really looking forward to really getting out there. So cute. We're thinking of sleeping with the rain fly off tonight. It's a pretty cool view. I don't know if you can see the sunrise. Last night we were going to sleep with our rain fly off. David decided to put it on last minute. Thank goodness he did, because it rained! Woo. We're attempting to take a lunch break, but there's no shade. So we're using our umbrellas. So I didn't take much video today because it was a bit of a long day. It was real hot. David and I got sunburned. We even wore tank tops today. And we just got into our camp. David, how many miles do you think we did?
18?
Yeah, 18. You can see how red my face is. But we're in a beautiful valley here. Just camping out. There's our little tent. There are so many mosquitoes, and we were chased by horseflies all day long. All day long. They were relentless. So we couldn't stop. We could hardly take breaks. So we're really happy to find this spot where there's mosquitoes, but I will take mosquitoes over horseflies any day. And we hiked through some of the most beautiful trail. I might even have liked it. Ooh, there's a hummingbird. Even have liked it more than Glacier. The wildflowers were insane. There was a forest fire that came through here in 2017, so there are a lot of down and dead trees. So we tried to find a spot that was open so that, if high winds come, or even if high winds aren't happening, we can hear trees falling in the forest around us. So we wanted to be in a safe spot. I think that we only saw 2 people today, and they were both on horseback and they were like camped out kind of from afar. We waved to them, but otherwise it's not really anybody else out here. Pretty quiet. And we just finished making dinner. We made our dinner like a quarter mile that way and hung our food over there so that it is not anywhere near our tent. And hopefully we have a wonderful night ahead of us. We're safe inside our tent now. The mosquitoes can't get us, or the flies. We'll put our rain fly on later. Pretty cool.
Rumbling.
It's rumbling. Here we are, taking a break. We're doing like 2.5 miles an hour today, so we are cruising. The trail is so flat, and I think the bob has been great so far, trail-wise. I've been very impressed, maybe because I had really low expectations, but the trail's been so nice, so we're just cruising. We've already gotten almost 6 miles in today. We're only a few hours in, and we're gonna try to go 20 miles today. Right, David? He's psyched. Today has been very, very windy and very, very exposed. Whenever the fires happened here in this area, the wind just goes right through it, and it's been crazy. We tried to find a shaded spot for lunch. Didn't work too well, but we found a tiny, tiny little pine tree to give us the little bit of shade that we needed. We are doing the spotted bear alternate on the CDT. So we're straying from the quote-unquote official CDT for about 25 miles. But it'll save us like 15 miles in the long run, which is really good in this stretch because it's a long one for resupply. So we're gonna go with the spotted bear alternate, and I hope that it's exciting. We hear that it has nicer views than the regular CDT. So I think it's gonna be a win-win. So the trail goes by a few of these cabins that are just set in the woods, and we just passed a really, really nice trail crew. They're staying here right now while they work out here for the summer. And one really interesting thing, I think, about the Bob Marshall Wilderness, since it's a wilderness area, you can't have any power tools. So all of the trail crews that come through here, any of the work that's done on the trails is all done by hand. So they were carrying this huge hand saw, where you have 2 people on either side, and sometimes they'll use horses to bring their gear in. But we just saw a group. There was probably like 7 people. But yeah, they were just carrying saws, and it's all powered by humans, so that we don't disturb the wildlife any more than we already are, which I think is really, really neat. And if you're curious about who Bob Marshall was, you should Google him. He was really into conservation, donated this land, or put money towards this land. It's pretty neat. Bob is just showing off now.
got?
Tonight's dinner is ramen. We have our pot going. We are gonna make it in our bag that we've been reusing every single night. Today was an awesome day. We went like 20 miles and it was like 7:30, 7:15 probably when we got here. We set up our tent way back that way so that we can eat our dinner over here. It was an awesome day. It was so much cooler than yesterday. And we had awesome climbs. It was a great day. I'm so grateful to be here and just so happy. I forgot to mention that we are at like 7,000, probably 200 feet right now. So it's really cold. So we have our puppies out even though it's like the end of July right now. Tomorrow we're gonna climb up to like 7,300 called Switchback Pass. The mosquitoes today have been crazy again, but at least we weren't chased by horseflies, so that was nice. But yeah, tomorrow we'll probably go another, I don't know, 20 miles or so.
Looking at it.
Just stay away from our camp.
Small guy.
That is not zoomed in. Or sorry, that was zoomed in just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is where we're sleeping.
What's that?
This is where we're sleeping. And I would prefer him not to come over here. It's not a grizzly though, which is good. So we're gonna debrief what just happened. Brown bear, not a grizzly, just circled our camp, but everything was fine, so no need to worry like I am. It was a very nice bear encounter. He gets a 5-star rating, and I don't ever want to see him again. Was that a good debrief?
Yeah.
Yeah. So David and I didn't get much sleep last night. We were visited by many creatures, and we weren't quite sure what they were at first, but it was really, really loud. And at one point David scared the bejesus out of it, and we realized just by the sound of it that it had to have been a moose or a deer, because it basically jumped up off all four legs and ran away, and we're like, that's definitely a hoofed animal. But it kept coming back every 2 to 3 hours, really, really close to the tent. And then at one point we were able to shine a light on it, and David saw that it was a pretty big buck deer. But it was so loud, and it kept us up all night, and I was really worried that other creatures were gonna come find us. And we were sleeping kind of right next to a tiny stream. We're not doing that anymore. We are not camping near water sources. We don't want any visitors at night. So we're pretty tired this morning. We're starting a little bit later, and we're still gonna try to get 20 miles in. David's going on safari. It's so funny. Oh, I didn't stop recording. We're at Dean Lake, and it's so pretty. Look it. Just made it up Switchback Pass. Let's see what kind of views we got over here. Nice little valley down in there. There's David. Really windy. He's making me hike up the hill again. Oh God. I thought it was a little use the Gut Hook app or the Avenza map with the lay maps. The trail is not the same. It's different. So follow your gut. Follow the regular trail that looks obvious. Don't try to find the lay or the Gut Hook trail. It's beautiful. We didn't try to find it, but we knew that we were way off course. But it was better that way. Woo!
The air's thin up here. Can't breathe.
I think we're at 7,700, 7,800 or so. That was definitely the steepest climb that we've had yet, 2,000 feet. I don't think there was anything that comes close in Glacier to this. David is taking another dirt nap. I really think that should be his trail name. He's even got his gaiters over his crop. Crop gaiters.
Gotta protect yourself from the flies.
So many flies. Nice pillow.
Thanks.
So some days you got it, and some days you don't. We wanted to do like 19 and a half today, but we're doing 16 and a half. It's just not in the cards for me today, and it's okay. Sometimes you have days like that. I'm just feeling so tired because we got no sleep last night. So I think it's almost 7:15 right now. So we are gonna finish, eat dinner, and go right to bed. And tomorrow morning we're gonna try to wake up really early to get a 19-mile day in. So then the following day can be a bit shorter into Benchmark, where we have to hitch out. The trail today has been great again. It's really well marked. We didn't get really turned around at all. And it looks like this. So I hope it continues this way, even after Benchmark. But I'm really looking forward to getting to camp and getting off my feet. We're cooking dinner, and again, it's delicious ramen. And David is being very industrious, and he's going to build us a fire tonight. So we're at more of an established site, which makes me so happy. I think I'm gonna sleep a lot better tonight. Well, hopefully I sleep. So I was really worried last night that there was gonna be a bear or whatever it was that was walking around outside of our tent. So hopefully we get some sleep tonight, because we got a big day tomorrow. And we're so hungry. We're double ramening, double packets. We're eating our delicious bag ramen. And here is the fire that David made. It's so nice. I'm trying to warm my feet up now. I'm having a wee little bit of an Achilles problem right now. It just started today, so I'm trying to get ahead of it. So I walked down to the stream, which is just right over there. I put my feet in it, and it's so cold. It's so cold. I can only be in there for like 15 seconds at a time. And tomorrow I'm gonna tape them up with my KT tape, and hopefully that helps. Because yeah, like I said before, we're trying to do another big day tomorrow, followed by a pretty big day after that. But then we're gonna take a day off. So if I can just get through 2 days, that'll be good. So go away, Achilles tendon problems. So it's day number 859 in the Bob Marshall Wilderness. At least that's what it feels like. Just kidding. It's been really beautiful. This morning has been so chilly though. We've got our pants on, we've got layers on, we've got gloves on. We slept like babies last night, and we actually had another thru hiker join us at our camp last night, so that was super exciting to kind of finally see somebody else out here that is southbound hiking. And hopefully we'll see him later today, and when we get out tomorrow, we'll probably see him in town as well, because he is on the same schedule as us right now. And he might actually help us with the ride out tomorrow from Benchmark, which is really exciting. Our goal today is 20 miles. So we started about 7:45 this morning, and I've been having some Achilles problems that just started yesterday. So David has taken a lot of the weight off of my back. So he took my food bag and my clothes bag, and hopefully that will help rehab them a little. But if they're feeling bad after we finish tomorrow, we might have to take 2 days off. Right now we're planning on taking 1, but if we need to take 2, that's what we gotta do. We are officially back on the official CDT trail from our spotted bear alternate, where hopefully we'll start seeing a lot of these guys. This is called the Chinese Wall. That's our friend Iceman that we just met. He's another thru hiker. Pretty epic. Epic wall. Keeps going and going. Using my umbrella. Umbrella life. So we made it out of the Bob Marshall Wilderness today, and I'm so happy. We just spent the last 6 days out there. It was about, I don't know, 115 miles or so. And that means so far we've gone like 235 miles on this trail already in just 2 weeks. So we are cruising. Yesterday we finished up with a 21-mile day, which pretty much murdered my Achilles. So we hiked out the 12 miles today to a trailhead called Benchmark, where we got a ride into town. This town that we're in now is called Augusta, Montana, and it's the cutest little town. Everybody is so stinking nice. I love it. But we're all showered up. We got pizza earlier, and now we're gonna go out for some more pizza. And just happy to have finished the Bob, because there was a huge mental hurdle in my brain to get over. To get through that, I've read a lot about it, and so I've been thinking about it for a long time. So it's just nice to know that we could conquer that in 6 days. I didn't know if we could do it in 6 days, but we did. And I feel stronger, even though my Achilles are hurting a little bit, so we're gonna take tomorrow off. But just so happy to have accomplished the Bob and gotten over that mental hurdle. And it was absolutely stunning and beautiful. And we got visited by many creatures day and night. But it made it all the more exciting. But we're gonna enjoy our time here in Augusta until Monday, and then we're gonna go, I believe, 60 miles to Lincoln after that. And then it'll be Helena, and then we're gonna have our own adventure after that. We're gonna create our own trail, so we'll see how that goes.